welcome to Millis Community Media's coverage of Millis Mohawk Varsity Volleyball. I'm Pauline alongside Wes Cote, coming to you live from the Andy Murak Gymnasium on the campus of Millis High School. Tonight, your Mohawks take on the Falcons of Dighton-Rehoboth, and a game that promises to be entertaining, I think, looking at the records. Mohawks coming off a couple wins in convincing fashion. They're playing some good volleyball. Dighton-Rehoboth, a little bit of an up and down season. We'll talk about that as we get started here, but watching them in warm-ups, they've got some players in the middle. Be watching number 8, the lefty for the Falcons, and that is Jacob St. Vincent. Really liked the way he was swinging. Really had some options in the middle there with the left-handed big swing. Here, Mohawks, as usual, I see senior captain Pat Halloran alongside Ryan Fitzgerald and Leland Judkins along the front. Dylan McGuire, Michael Tobin, and Henry Kagan round up the back. And as always, Tobin will check off. The libero, Frank DeLuca, will check in. Referees will verify our lineups, roll it in. Kagan grabs it. He heads back to the service line, and we are ready to begin action here. Kagan tosses it up. Tape shot, catches the tape. Service error to begin things here. So Dighton-Rehoboth will grab hold of the ball. This will be Jaziel Rodriguez. Toss it up, short jump, fielded by McGuire. He'll punch it over. Little miscommunication, they adjust. Toss it to the corner. Now the free ball. Overpass catches the roof. Mohawks will send over the free. Both teams kind of regrouping here. Let's see if they can get something set up. Miss hit's gonna work out. Set was off target. That's number 14, Aziz Ta, with a fingertip kill. Makes it 2-0 in favor of the Falcons early here. Set number 1. DeLuca lets it go, and that is just long. Nicely read by DeLuca. About a foot long of the line. So Leland grabs hold of the ball. Nice serve to the middle. He throws the change up. Defense along the back of the line. Expecting Leland to bring the heat. He doesn't there. Nice change. And we are tied at 2. Leland a little bit deeper this time. Nice mix of pace. They'll throw the free ball over. Leland pass up front. Kagan set across. McGuire, big swing off the block. Dug out. They'll set to the back. Better swing this time, but that travels long. I think it's off the fingertips. I didn't see who got that along the way. My guess is McGuire was in the neighborhood along with Pat Halloran. Lefty serve sent over. Kagan shorts that. Halloran puts it away. Side out. Halloran will check off. Tobin in. And Frank DeLuca to the service line. DeLuca dribbles it a little. They pass it up front. It's off target. Gonna go out of bounds. Kind of a tough pass up front. Number 17, Max Rose, with a nice effort to try to chase that down. Can't quite get to it. Mohawks 4, Falcons 3. DeLuca sends it over. Another good serve. Rose to the corner. Big swing. Blocked up front. That's Tobin. They throw it over. And I guess a centerline violation. That was on Ryan Fitzgerald of the Mohawks. So that'll send the side out across the way here. Tied at 4. Both teams back and forth early. Tosses the floater over. DeLuca, nice adjustment. Kagan across. Off target pass. Tips it over. McGuire, nice job not only to get to that, but not to touch the net. We'll see Timmy Kraus check in. Fitzgerald heads off. sends it over. Off target pass, dug out nicely. They send it over. Kraus up front. Keegan with the set. Tobin throws it back. Big swing off the block of Keegan, out of bounds. We are tied at 5. Andrew Cabral with the serve for the Falcons. Dug out by DeLuca. It's a little bit off target. Keegan tosses it, and it's deflected out of bounds. Number 6, Hawkins Prey, making the effort to get to that. Can't quite. McGuire, number 14 for the Mohawks, back to serve. Throws a nice one over. That's going to be off target and out of bounds. Service ace for McGuire. Mohawks with the 2-point advantage here. Full team looking for a little momentum early. Set to the corner, big swing. That's going to be off target as well. And they're going to say that is touched by Tobin along the way. I did not see that. No argument for Mr. Tobin. Bit of a break there for the Falcons. That ball destined to be out of bounds. DeLuca passes it up front nicely. And I'm going to say Leland out of bounds on the big swing attempt. We are tied once again. Tobin digs it out. Mohawks send the free ball over. Passed up front. Rose, short set. They tip over the D. Keegan back to Leland. Big swing off the block. It's going to hit the ceiling and come straight down. Big kill swing. Dig has got a lot of energy to it. Goes right up to the ceiling. Makes good contact. Comes straight down. Sailing some 25 feet above the court. Pass that up front. Rose to the corner. Big swing off the block. Dug out by Timmy Kraus. Halloran with the mini swing. They get to that. Rose with the free ball. Almost catches the defense. Back to Leland. Big swing. No touch, out of bounds. Back and forth we go. Now tied at 8. So Max Rose, nice serve. Kraus digs that out. Good serve. Halloran off the block with the kill. Starts with the pass up front off of the high velocity serve from Rose there. Rose will head off. Keegan back to the service line. Teams going back and forth, so we're rotating through quick. Fitzgerald back into the lineup. He sends it over. Mishandled. Dug out. They'll toss the free ball. They're going to say they touched it twice. Not square to the ball. That's a frequent error. Keegan, let's see. It's going to be a point to the Mohawks. They're going to say they're out of position on the serve. So the Falcons will need to make an adjustment. Players required to be in their position on the serve, and they can move freely. Pass is off target. Rose tracks it down. They throw the free ball over. Over to Leland. Big swing off the block. Out of bounds. Judkins with the kill. Mohawks with their largest lead of the night at 4 and the ball. 12-8. See if Kiggins gets after this one. He does, and they go for it. That looked like it was going to be deep. We're going to get our first time out of the night. Mohawks extend the lead to 5, 13-8, set number 1. Westcote, Pauline, we'll be right back. Both teams return to the court, resume action. Keegan tosses it up, nice serve, dug out nicely. Rose with the set across, over set. They dig it off the net. Rose will reset to the right-hand corner this time. I think it might have caught a light. Throws the defense off. Dighton-Rehoboth, a little frustrated. Sailing and lights coming into play early in this one a few times now. Rose with the back set. They'll toss a free ball deep, and that is absolutely carried. So timeout, not paying an early dividend. Mohawks pick up a couple points off of that. And they are up 15-8. Set one, Kagan with another good serve. Rose sets it back, big swing off the block. Kagan digs it out. Big swing, and let's see what the call is. I'm gonna say it was palmed, I think by DeLuca. Interesting call. So Dighton-Rehoboth does get the side out. They need to stay in striking distance here, 15-9, set number one. Short toss up, serve on its way. DeLuca, kind of indecisive, probably could have let it go. Had some spin on it, was gonna be close. Read that one earlier, let it go, was out of bounds this time, opts to play it. 15-10, couple points back to back for the Falcons. Mohawks would like to stop him here. Let's see, McGuire, awkward set. Big swing goes into the net. A little bit of crowd murmur there as the pass up front was certainly interesting. Playing with the shorts. Serve this time. Big swing. Fitzgerald playing above the net. Puts it away with authority. The senior Fitzgerald, number 23. Has earned minutes as this season has gone on. All smiles for that one. Big swing, travels long, so Cleveland just under that. So it stays a 4-point game, 16-12. Jacob St. Vincent on the serve, set across, a little bit off target. They tip over the D. Let's see what the call is. I gotta say center line violation. Not quite sure who that call was on. Either way, the lead 1-6 is now, or excuse me, check that, 1-7 now is 3. McGuire into the net, check that, now 2. Let's see, looking down at the head coach for your Mohawks, wondering if we're gonna get a timeout there. We don't. Toss up the lefty, sends it over to Luca, passes it up front, Kagan. McGuire tips over the D with basically a free ball. Rose to the corner nearest us, off the block, dug out. And we're gonna get center line violation by Kagan. He came out of the back trying to take that out, probably had some help, and we will get that timeout. So 16-15. Game's got a little more interesting. We'll be right back. So you Mohawks check back on. Dighton-Rehoboth out there waiting for them. They came out with about 20 seconds remaining. Mohawks with about 10. Take advantage of the timeout. Look to break the momentum. Falcons here, send it over. Judkins, McGuire, big swing off the block, and they dig it out. They send the free over. Kagan, Halloran, they can't beat that swing. Block falls on the Falcons side, so the timeout pays the dividend. Mohawks maintain the lead, though it has shrunk to 2, 17-15. DeLuca back to serve, take his customary dribbles. Throws it up, sends it over. They pass it up front. Rose with the set. They tip over. See what the call is. Okay, they're going to say that it did fall on the Mohawk side. I thought it was carried. No call there. An interesting kind of mini, not even a half swing, kind of just a grab it and toss it over kind of swing, but referees say it's okay. McGuire with the kill. It's going to head into the stands. Mohawks hanging on here, 18-16. They get the side out. Timmy Kraus checks in. Fitzgerald, good minutes. He checks off. Well-earned beverage along the way. Kraus sends it over. Short serve, dug out, set in the middle, swing. I'm going to say out of bounds, no touch. Mohawks 19, Falcons 16. Kraus sends it over, passed up front, Rose to our corner, big swing off Kraus. Can they get it over? They cannot. So Timmy Kraus, it kind of comes up, he feels it off the chest. Kagan tries to send the ball over to avoid the fourth touch, can't do it. Side out to the Falcons. They send it over. Good serves on both sides tonight. Tobin with the late adjustment swings the hook shot over. Big swing coming up off the block. Punch at it. McGuire sends it to the middle. Defense adjusts. Rose to the middle. They're going to tip it over. DeLuca with the set. Kagan with the toss over. Longest rally of the night. Swing coming up. No, he punches over, and it lands in the middle of the D. So that is Jaziel Rodriguez. 1 point game, 19-18. Feels like we're going down to the wire here, folks. Cabral with the serve. DeLuca passes it up front. Kagan with the set across. McGuire with the swing. They dig that out. Rose tries to punch it over. Not going to survive that. Kagan tosses it to the side. Number 6 probably would have been better. Hawkins Prey probably could have let that one fall out of bounds. He goes for it, loses track of where he is on the court. Yeah, the coach of Dighton-Rehoboth is talking about whether that would have been in or out. It would have been close, no doubt. That's going to be off the block, side out to the Falcons. So we go back and forth. Mohawks have been able to hold on to the lead here, but it has been close. 2019, serve over, Kraus, Kagan, off target, big swing, and point to the Mohawks. Blocked up front, but they can't get it over the net. Falls to the Falcons side. Halloran back in. DeLuca will take a break. Tobin back to the service line for your Mohawks. Big number 33. Keep one in bounce here. It's been a good service night. Rose just tips over, no one there. Kagan, Halloran can't dig it. Play was just a little bit off time for your Mohawks. 21-20. Tobin will head off. DeLuca back in. Bray will come off. 14. Aziz Ta looks like amongst the tallest people on the team. He takes his spot in the middle. Big serve's going to travel long. Pros got after that. Max. Rare service error. Both teams keeping the ball in play in set number 1 here. Mohawks hold on to this precarious 2-point lead, 22-20. Kagan with the big serve coming up. They field it down the line. Rose back set, big swing. Let's see, out of bounds. Mohawks 23. Nice swing, good execution. Just travels about 2 feet long. Nice serve by Kagan, fielded by the libero. Rose sets it, big swing, tips over. Kagan digs that one out. McGuire with the swing. Let's see, they're gonna say he did not touch it, though he efforted to. Travels long, libero number 1, that's Logan Menezes. Probably got a little lucky there. Really reached for it, just couldn't quite get to it. They toss it up. And service ace, big moment, 23-22, right down the line. Catches the line, Mohawks will call timeout. We'll be back in a couple seconds here to bring you the finish of this one. It's been a good one. Head coach Chris DeMello hoping to break that momentum right here. He's been able to fend off, him and his Mohawks have fended off this tie point. We'll look to do it one more time. Serve is on its way. Leland, Kagan, Fitzgerald punches it over. Rose with the back set to the corner, tips over the defense. DeLuca can't get to it, it's off the block, and we are tied at 23. Mohawks just need to relax here. Play their game, don't panic. Try to pick up the side out here. Keep this thing in regulation. Nice pass up front by Kagan. Leland, the big swing. They're gonna send the free ball over the D. Overpass. They set it. Rose to the corner near us. Big swing. Has a no touch. Point to the Mohawks. So it is the Mohawks that get the game point, 24-23. Leland Judkins back to serve, but not before this timeout from Dighton-Rehoboth. We'll be right back. And both teams return to the floor. We have our buzzer. Pretty short timeout, just a little momentum break is what the Rehoboth coach is thinking. Leland will switch sides, tosses it up, sends the floater over. Miscommunication, but Rose tracks it down. They set it up. It's blocked up front. Rose tries to tip it. They punch it back. Dighton-Rehoboth scrambling. Now the Mohawks scrambling. McGuire punches it to the center. They dig that out. Rose with the short set. Big swing off the block. Free ball by Halloran falls out of bounds. Tie ball game. 24 will play extras. So is the Falcons out of sorts first part of that point. Second part, a couple just panic shots over by Rehoboth. Extended the play. Short pass, dugout overpass. Rose will set. Mohawks reset. Tries to punch that over. Halloran, short free ball to Rose. They block it up front, put it down and finish it. Point to the Mohawks. 25-24, DeLuca with the ball. Tobin will check in for your Mohawks. Game point, Mohawks. DeLuca dribbles his way up, sends it over. They pass it up front. Rose with the clean set. Have to go with the free ball. Passes off target. McGuire tips over the D, out of bounds, no touch, and we're tied at 25. So we'll play at least two more. It's really been the story of set number one. Both teams, although Mohawks did have the 7-point lead mid-set, that evaporated relatively quickly. DeLuca handles that serve. Send it over to McGuire. Big swing and kill. McGuire. So Timmy Close will head into the serve. Fitzgerald checks off. Good team effort here. Great serving both sides. Few service errors. They've kept it in play. And it has been about defense and timely offense. They set. Big swing off the block. DeLuca's there. Oh, off the roof. Kiggin adjust. McGuire with the swing. It's blocked up front. They can't get to it. And once again, we are tied at 26. Mohawks living dangerously. Andrew Cabral tosses it up, sends it over. DeLuca passes it up front. Kiggin sets. McGuire punches over the D. They get to it. Set. Rose will send the free ball over. DeLuca traces that down. Kiggin. Tobin. Oh, they can't put it away. Dug out nicely by the libero. Big swing coming up. Kiggin across. McGuire. Back layers. Good D. Good rally. Big swing. Blocked up front. They get to it. Free ball by Rose. Kraus. Kiggin, McGuire, once again, they toss a free back, and that's going to be in bounds. Dighton-Rehoboth gets the game point, 27-26. Rose with just kind of everybody's drawn up front, let me throw it back, and it finds the line. Scrambling from both teams. Here comes the serve. Kraus. Kiggin tries to dump over. The libero gets to that. Rose sets it off target. They'll throw a free ball to the middle. Kiggin, McGuire, point Mohawks. McGuire just kind of pushes that in between the defense and the net. Finds some acreage. We are tied once again, 27-27, what's turning into an epic first set. McGuire with the service ace. Libero not able to keep that in bounds. So it's the Mohawks' turn at set point. See what McGuire has in store here. Dylan tosses it up, catches the tape. Service error, just catches the tape. Going for that in-between short serve. Probably would have paid out. Instead, we are tied at 28. Kraus passes it up front. Kiggin, cross to Cleland. It's off the block. and in. They're going to say inbounds. Point to Dighton-Rehoboth. So, toss it up, serve on its way. Kraus passes it up front. Keegan, tip it over. Well read by Leland Judkins. It is 29. At what point does it become a set winner of set one takes all? This one is going. Longest set of the year for the Mohawks. They pass it up front. Rose will set to the corner. 9 with the swing off the top of the net. Halloran, big swing. It's going to catch some roof. Dance around. Will it fall? It does. Free ball into the net and down. And the Mohawks with the points. So we've had the hat trick, the roof, the lights, and now the vent work. Again, about 25, 30 feet up, so certainly not typically in range for that kind of action in set number one. Serve is over, they swing. Leland, Keegan, Halloran, big swing, long. Oh, they gotta say it was touched by Rose. On the way by, point and set to the Mohawks. They're gonna say change sides. The Dighton-Rehoboth coach looking to inquire. No conversation. Set number one to the Mohawks. So final score here, 31-29 in set number one. We'll move on to set number two, but everybody needs a break. We'll take one too. Welcome back to the Andy Marek Gymnasium. I'm Paul Ayton alongside Wes Cote. Getting ready for set number two. Referee has verified our lineups. Liberos for both sides have checked in. Balls rolled in. And what an epic set number one. We'll see what we have in store for set number two here. Did have a chance to eavesdrop on both coaches as Max Rose tosses it up, sends it over. A big serve. By McGuire over Leland, off the block up front. Kraus throws it deep, and that's going to work out. Nice read by the junior, Timmy Kraus. Sees the defense drawn up, throws it over, but Bill Stan had a chance to eavesdrop on both coaches, and both coaches had almost the exact same message to the team. Don't change anything. Both teams played well, served well, kept the ball in play. It really just kind of came down to one last unforced error. We're going to get a service ace here from Keegan as that pass is off target, almost into the net, unable to dig that out. Keegan tosses it up, another big serve. They pass that up front. Max Rose to the corner, big swing, blocked up front. They dig it out. Rose back sets this time, try the other side, they tip it over. And Leland able to adjust to that. Big swing by Fitzgerald, and that is number 14 of Dighton-Rehoboth on the block. You read that from a distance. That's Aziz Ta. Nice block up front there by the Falcon. And we're going to get a service error. Kind of rare service errors. There was a couple in set number one. We get one there early in set number two. We're tied at 2. And certainly used to saying that. We'll have to add up the scorecard to see how many ties we had in set number one, but I'd venture to say well into the double digits. Short serve. Leland, that's going to pay off. Service ace for Leland Judkins. Leland tosses it up. A little more pace to that serve. Rose to the corner. A punch over the free. It's off the block. DeLuca chases it down. Nice team D. Keegan is able to send the high arcing free ball over. Big swing. Mohawks let it go, and it is out of bounds. So 5-1 early lead here for the Mohawks. I apologize. I did say 2-2 tie earlier. The scoreboard was wrong there momentarily. They've fixed that. So far, only one tie in this action tonight. Nice serve. Catches the top of the net. They dig it out. Free ball does make it over just barely. Fitzgerald tips over the D. Well read. The blockers were there. Back to the 11. Big swing. Dug out into the net. Halloran can't lift it up. Nice effort there by the Mohawks. Big swing and kill by Rehoboth. They needed that. 5-2. So Jacob St. Vincent, the lefty, sends it over. Kagan with the set, back to McGuire. He tosses it over, little misdirection. They'll send the free ball over. Leland passes it up front. Kagan, Halloran gets stuffed up front. They're going to say he touched it twice. So it's the Falcons with a couple back-to-back points. Referee with a light admonishment of Leland after throwing the ball over the net. They roll it over. Swing, Leland hands that. Kagan, let's see what the call is. I'm going to say carry. So this one's tightened up 5-4. St. Vince with another good serve. That passed up front nicely by DeLuca. Halloran, big swing, headed our way, out of bounds. Nice effort there by Ta. It's Aziz Ta of the Falcons. Comes around, and that really never gave up on that till the referee blew the whistle. Play to the whistle is good advice. DeLuca with his standard double dribble scenarios. They field that. I think the libero kind of trying to get a sense of where he was on the floor while fielding the ball. And that's going to be a service ace. 7-4 in favor of your Mohawks. DeLuca sends it deep, passed up front, Rose with the back set. And that is killed. Tobin, McGuire try to combine on the block, can't get it across. Short serve handled by McGuire. Kiggin off target. Tobin can't get to it. Kiggin, Halloran, they're going to get him for a carry. Tobin tried to throw the fastball there. Can't do that. 7-6 in favor of your Mohawks. Mohawks need a side out here. Try to maintain this early lead. Kagan across. McGuire, big swing and killed off the back wall. Point to the Mohawks. So as they were able to do for much of set one, they stave off the tie point. Hold on to the ball and the lead here, 8-6. Timmy Kraus. Get his serve selection from head coach DeMilla. They send that up front. Rose, nice set. It can't be handled by Connor Bissett. Tough set. Max has done a good job setting for the Falcon team. It's not going to be close. Miss hit by Kraus. Rare service error for Timmy. Rare service error for this game. Haven't seen a lot of them. Both teams serving well. So Cabral will serve. Student section giving him a little heckling. Nothing too bad as McGuire swings and kills it. Well-attended Friday late afternoon game here on the campus of Millis High School in Millis, Massachusetts. We thank you for watching on your various media devices. Kagan will send the free ball deep. Well played. Mohawks reset the deep. Passes off target. You're going to punch that out of bounds. Point to the Mohawks, and McGuire will gather it, get back to the service line. Mohawks with the 4-point lead, 11-7 here. Nice serve by McGuire, handled nicely. Rose sets, big swing off the block. McGuire gets to it. Kagan with the set across. Leland with the big swing off the block. They collect that. Punch over the free ball, and that's going to work. Dribbles in between Henry Kagan and Michael Tobin. Literally kind of bouncing off both of them. Block and react. Block and react for the Mohawks. Unable to get it that time. That serve's going to catch the net. Connor Bissett with the service error. Mohawks will send Mike Tobin back to the service line. Tobin returns the favor. And Max Rose will try to find the other side of the net. He dribbles it. Pass it up front. Kagan with the set over to Leland. Off the block. Handled by Halloran. Inadvertent set. Leland tries to take advantage of it. Travels long and out of bounds. So nice idea by Leland. Capitalize on the block set. Doesn't work out. Rose with a nice set. Catches some ceiling. They toss it up front. And Leland with the rare kind of mental error there. 12-11. This one's tightened up. Rose, big serve. Nicely handled. Kagan, Halloran, sky-hooking swing and kill. Fitzgerald will head in. Kraus will head off. Kagan back to the service line. Kagan tosses it up. Big serve to the back. Rose with the back set. Swing. Punch over. Kagan will set from deep. Leland tips over the D. There's some layers there. Nicely played. They punch over the free. Halloran reaches over. Sends it right back where it came from. They'll send the free ball over. McGuire to Kagan. Halloran. Big swing and kill. Halloran with back-to-back kills. Kagan, big serve. This time they do let it travel long out of bounds. Libero for Dighton-Rehoboth. A little indecisive, but did manage to stay out of the way of that one. Traveled well long. Toluca. Kagan to the corner. It's off target. It's going to hit the pole. The antenna, if you will, excuse me. That's out of bounds. And we are 14-13 in favor of your Mohawks. Halfway point here. At least we think the halfway point. That's going to be a rare passing error from Toluca. That'll tie this one up. We're going to get a timeout from the Mohawks. 14-14. We'll be right back. And we are just about ready to resume action. Mohawks taking the floor. I love the timeout by head coach DeMilla there. You can almost feel the energy dipping in the room. I think more on the right side of your court, your Mohawks. Just felt like maybe some of the energy and focus had left. Head coach DeMilla brings them in, reminds them, hey, let's, we're still in this set. Let's take set number 2 and be in position to have a short night here. Halloran stuffs it home. Pat Halloran with 3 kills in the span of about 5 minutes. I think Coach DeMilla would like to see Pat finish that a little bit, more of a finesse swing there. Either way, Mohawks with the 1-point lead. Leland tosses it up, throws a change up over. They set to the corner. Big swing blocked and out of bounds. Off of Fitzgerald. Tied back up 15-15. Serve, it looks like it'll travel along 3 or 4 feet beyond the line. Out of bounds, service error. Mohawks will take the point. 16-15. Toluca with his double dribble routine. Tosses it up, sends it over. Don't knock it if it's working. Leland passes it up front. Kagan will set. McGuire tips over the D. Max Rose with a nice adjustment. Now the little communication issue there. Max Rose makes a nice play and the team just not quite ready for it. And that'll be error on the Falcons. Toluca sends it over. Another good serve from the libero. Send it to the corner, off target. And can't get to that one. That's Andrew Cabral. Basically left no room to do much on that pass. Toluca sends it over to the libero. Set by Rose, middle, big swing, and say inbounds, point to the Falcons, 18-16. I think referees were conferring to see if either one had a touch on the way by. Doesn't seem to matter. Maybe a net violation or something to that effect, but looked like a pretty clean point. Good side out by the Falcons. Ups off target. McGuire. See what the call is. I gotta say center line violation. Did not get a number. Michael Tobin, Ryan Fitzgerald in the area, but certainly didn't see it. Serve is over. Toluca, Kiggin, McGuire, big swing and kill. Here comes Timmy Kraus to take the service line with his Mohawks up 2. Both teams will make their substitutions. 2-point game here, late set 2. Kraus sends it over. Big swing, can't be handled by DeLuca. Side out. (19-18). Andrew Cabral for the Falcons. Tosses it up, sends it over. It's McGuire. Keegan tries a quick dump over, and it works out. The senior will throw 2 or 3 of those a game on the set play. So 20-18, McGuire back to the service line. Tosses it up, sends it over, handled by the libero. Rose, big swing, and out of bounds. Bit of a miss hit, no touch. We're going to get a timeout from the Falcons, 21-18 in favor of your Mohawks. And we are ready to resume action here. McGuire with the ball. We have our buzzer to resume action. Head coach DeMilla imploring his team to focus here, get the job done in set number 2. Jim is warm. I'm sure they would love. Nice block up front. That's Michael Tobin. Rose with the swing off the top of the net. Kagan chases that down. McGuire throws it deep. Nice play there. Big swing coming up off the block. Kraus won't get to it. And that's out of bounds off the Mohawks, so they'll get the side out. Timeout pays the initial dividend. Mohawks would love to pick the side out right here. Connor sends this one over. Passed up front. It's a bit off target. It's going to find the net. Back-to-back points, shrinks the lead to 1, 21-20. Set sends it over off the top of the net to Luca. Kiggins to send the free ball deep. They chase that down. Rose to the corner, big swing, deep, and no touch. Point to the Mohawks, 22-20. Tobin back to the service line. Number 33 tosses it up and over. And he's going to get the service ace. Nice job by Michael Tobin. Gets to 23. Tobin kind of with the slow-mo motion. Lets that ball float for a second. Max Rose chases that one down. They'll tip into the net, right back. And just like that, your Mohawks will have a few swings at set point here. 24-20. Tobin, short serve, overpass, out of bounds, and it's the Mohawks who prevail in set number 2. They win, final score 25-20. They'll switch sides. Mohawks will look for the sweep. We'll be right back. So the Mohawks take the floor. We'll get some lineup confirmation here momentarily as the clock winds down. And I'll remind everybody, we got Henry Kagan, Michael Tobin, and Dylan McGuire along the back. Closest to you at home, we have Leland Judkins, Pat Halloran, and Ryan Fitzgerald along the front. Frank DeLuca has since checked into his spot along the back in the white jersey. The libero for Dighton-Rehoboth does the same, and That is Logan Menezes. I think I'm saying that right. My apologies if he's watching, and I didn't. But Logan's in the game. Dighton has played well despite dropping the first 2 sets. Both teams have served well. They've executed well at times. There's been a few unforced errors. The sailing has come into play a couple times in set number 1, not so much in set number 2. We're going to start with a service for ace. Kagan puts the line and driving serve right on number 9 of the Falcons, Jaziel Rodriguez, and then he catches the tape with that service attempt. So we are knotted at 1. Set number 3. As is often the case in May here at the Merak. That rides along the top, falls on the Mohawk side. So it'll be the Falcons who pick up that point. That rode a good 6-8 feet along the tape before deciding to fall on the Mohawk side. Start to say it's a warm gymnasium here on May 2nd, 2025. Mr. Halloran with the kill. That'll travel near us, and we are well out of bounds. So we are tied at 2. I did see head coach DeMilla head over to the maintenance person. My guess is the ACs have been turned on or turned up or whatever they'll do. We're going to get a point to the Mohawks as that was touched twice. Hit him in the hands and I think tipped off the head of number 14, Aziz Todd. Aziz has had a good game for the Falcons. They send that overpass cleaned up by Halloran. So right now Mohawks bringing a little bit more energy to this 3rd set. To see if Dighton-Rehoboth can match that. They'll need to if they're going to push this to a 4th. Punch over, Halloran makes the adjustment. They won't on that play. A little bit fortuitous bounce for your Mohawks. Scoreboard should be 4-2, I believe. We'll see up there. 5-2. Check that. Nice serve, traveling along the side, punched that nicely, and that's going to hit the roof. Aziz trying to just send a deep free ball over. Can't get it there. See if we're going to get a scoreboard correction or confirmation, I think. So it's 6-2 in favor of your Mohawks. Leland, big swing, handled nicely by Logan. They send it deep. Kagan gets to it. Leland passes it up front. Good high arcing free ball by Halloran, reading the D with his back to him. That swing is long. Point to the Mohawks. Oh, they're gonna change the call. I'm gonna say that was in. Coach DeMilla agreeing, saying, yep, definitely inbound. 6-3. Side out to the Falcons. Send it over. Toluca chases it down. Kagan with the set. McGuire with the swing. Dugout by the Falcons. Short set, so they'll send the free ball over. Kagan, Halloran dumps it into the middle. Nice read by those two. Short set. Halloran just punches it to the center of the defense, and no one home of that. Toluca. Dribble it up to the service line. And that isn't handled. Toluca kind of using the sleeping pill approach, just lulling everybody to sleep. He comes up, sends it over. This one they do pass up front nicely. Rose, set middle, swing, kill. That's Colin Bissett on the kill. Also, you check that Connor Bissett. So Connor with a nice swing and kill there. So the Mohawks doubled their pleasure at 8-4. Look for the side out. Aziz Ta will catch the tape on that one. So we get a couple changes as Aziz checks off, Fitzgerald checks off. Timmy Kraus back to serve. We'll play along that back line. Timmy sends a good one over. Errant pass. He'll send the free ball into the net. And let's see if we're going to get a timeout here. 10-4. No sign from the Rehoboth coach yet, though I am sure he is thinking about this. We get deeper into set 3. His team not playing with a ton of energy right now. Let's see if they can pick it up here. The set tries to put it away. Kraus sends a free ball over. Big swing blocked up front. Rose, swing, blocked up front again. Tobin, Kiggin. And now we will get that timeout. 11-4 in favor of your Mohawks. They'll celebrate a little. Dighton-Rehoboth going to try to pump the energy up into set 3. We'll be right back. So the Mohawks will head back to the floor. Dighton-Rehoboth is waiting. Kraus has the ball. His team up 7. Kraus sends it deep. Last minute choice by Logan to let that travel. He ducks under it. And somehow avoids getting pelted with that serve. So here we go. They do get the side out off the timeout. Toss it up, catches the top of the net. Kagan just punches it over. Rose, swing, blocked up front. DeLuca can't get to it. Couple points in a row for Rehoboth, Dighton-Rehoboth. 11-6 in favor of your Mohawks. Kraus reaches up and collects that serve off the block, out of bounds. Point to the Mohawks. So they will double up. Dighton-Rehoboth at 12-6. Head coach John Pacheco of the Falcons providing a little energy on the sideline, talking to his team every point, trying to get them fired up, get them believing. McGuire for the Mohawks. Back to serve, jump serve up. It's a good one. That's going to cantle way up in the air. Big set, big swing. DeLuca, let's see what the call is. We're going to get Michael Tobin over the center line. So point to the Falcons. Freebie. Send it over, McGuire, Kiggin across to Leland, big swing, blocked up front. That is number 8, Jacob St. Vincent, and he is fired up. Great block up front. Shrink the lead to 4 here, 12-8. Kraus, Kiggin dumps it over. Kiggin, big hole in the center of the Dighton-Rehoboth defense. He sees it, takes advantage. Mike Tobin loved to make up for that mental error in the middle of the court. Let's see what they can do. Halloran sends that dump over attempt right back. He'll send the free ball. It's Halloran with the stuff, and it falls. So Halloran with another kill, unofficially his 6th of the game. Patrick having a good game. Kiggin and Leland up front. Kraus, McGuire, Tobin along the back. And we're going to get a service ace here. So Tobin picking up a couple points. Michael sends that one over. Rose sets to the corner. They punch that over. Kraus is there. Kiggin across to Leland. Big swing. Center killed. Mohawks on a bit of a run here, 16-8. Tobin, another good serve. Overpass cleaned up by Patrick Halloran. And we will get another timeout. John Pacheco will try to stop this wave as the Mohawks look to complete the sweep. We'll see if they can do it. We'll be back in just a matter of seconds. So we are back for action. 17-8 in favor of your Mohawks. Tobin has the ball, he throws it up, sends it over, they pass it up front. Rose will set across, big swing off the block, dug out. Kagan dumps it over nicely. They're gonna send the free ball, it's a bit of a throw over. Leland's got a big swing into the Falcon bench. They kick it out of play. So the timeout works for head coach Pacheco. 17-9. His team would need a little momentum, a little energy here. Rose throws it over. Hard serve. Man, he brought some heat on that. Doesn't look like much is going to be there when he hits it, but boy, has some velocity. That's Timmy Kraus, Kagan Halloran, overpass. Just a overset. Point to the Falcons. An energy play for the Falcons there. Max back to serve again, and Max is going to put that one into the net, gets it a little bit low. Service error, 18-10, favor your Mohawks. Really like the way Max is playing, though. He is being aggressive, trying to set the tone, trying to bring some energy to his Falcon teammates. Kagan will toss it up wide and into the net. Back-to-back service errors from some guys going after it. 18-11 here. Mohawks back to receive. Shorter toss up that time. McGuire, Kagan. Off the block and in. And that's Ryan Fitzgerald with a swing and kill. His fourth unofficially of tonight's game. 19-11. Mohawks starting to feel it. Mohawk faithful making a little bit of noise. Leland with the safety, they come up and get it. Now Rose can't get to the pass. And the Mohawks get to 20. We're gonna get a substitution. Halloran will check off. Halloran checks off, we'll get a number on the player who checked in. After this short serve, once again, this time Rose does get to it. Swing is into the net, and that is Cruz checking in for your Mohawks. 21-11. Mohawks look to finish up the sweep. Leland high toss, here it comes, and that's into the net. So Leland, with the score the way it is, the current situation, not only will we likely see some of the players who don't get a lot of playing time check into this one for your Mohawks, but we'll see some serve attempts here. Leland up front, Kagan can't get to that, and that's the kind of night it has been for Dighton-Rehoboth. At least it's set number 3. I shouldn't say the night. They've actually played extremely well, and the first set was epic, 30-28. So we're going to see another substitution as Tobin. They'll head to the front. Cruz will come off. And let's see who's going back to serve. That will be number 13, Chuck Smith. Chuck sends the serve over. They pass it up front. Max Rose with the set to the corner. They punch it over. It's Kagan. Tobin dumps it over. They collect that. Rose will back. Front set. Dug out nicely by Chuck. He's smiling over there. He's like, yeah, got a little pace on it. Can't keep it in bounds. 22-14. Mohawks would like to collect some side outs. Leland will head off. DeLuca will come in to field the serve. See if they go after the rookie. They do. So Chuck figured that serve might be coming his way. Cold off the bench. It does. Service ace. 22-15. DeLuca able to get to that one. Now Chuck Smith, and they're going to toss the free ball over. A little bit broken. Max Rose, big swing in the middle. That's Connor Bassett with the kill. So 22-16. Fitzgerald will stay in. Thought I saw him lining up with Timmy, but They don't do it. Serve is over. McGuire, Kiggin, back to McGuire, puts it into the net. And 22-17. And I think we're going to get a timeout. We are. Coach DeMillo will bring his group in and say, hey, guys, we need 3 points. Let's not play around here. And let's finish this up and get out of the hot gymnasium. So, third set, Mohawks by 5. They're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back. And we've got our buzzer to resume action. Aziz Ta back to serve. Aziz throws it up. Luca passes it up front. Kiggin, Tobin, big swing. It's blocked up front. Kiggin digs it out. DeLuca sets it. McGuire will send the free ball, and it catches the tape. And it is 22-18. So a bit of a run here for the Falcons. Send it over. DeLuca chases that down nicely. McGuire with the swing over the defense, off the block and out of bounds. So the Mohawks pick up their 23rd point. They lead by 5. And we're going to get another substitution. Fitzgerald will check off. Serve is going to be short. Catch the net. 23-19. 4-point game. This one slightly uncomfortable as DeLuca fails that. Kiggin back. McGuire kills it. And like that, the Mohawks make things a bit more comfortable as they will have 5 swings at game and set point. McGuire, love to end it right here. McGuire tosses it high, big swing, catches the tape, so he goes after it. That's about as high as you'll see McGuire throw that top spin service attempt. So Connor Bissett back to serve, tosses it up, sends the safety over. Kiggin, Leland, swing, killed, and game. So the Mohawks complete the sweep tonight at the Merak Gymnasium. They finished the third set 25-20. Really can't say enough about set number 1 for both these teams. 30-28, epic overtime set. Saw both teams hold the lead briefly, but it was the Mohawks that captured that, really kept the momentum. Won set 2, 25-21, win set 3, 25-20. So that is all for us from the Merak Gymnasium. Mohawks complete the sweep once again. For West Cote, I'm Paul Eaton. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.